What's good, people? I am JU, and this is going to be 4 practical things you can do when you feel nothing is going your way in life. Let's get right into it. We've all had times in our lives, sometimes multiple periods we've went through where we just felt like the world is against us, nothing is going our way. I know how I have. You probably been through something similar, right? Or maybe you're going through it right now. That's why you're watching this video. So the first thing we got to do is we have to be still and we have to reevaluate ourselves, right? So think of yourself as somebody on a journey, right? And when you're on a journey, it's something that you have to do, right? Sometimes you have to stop. Sometimes you have to like recalibrate. Sometimes you have to stop and like check your map and just make sure you're going in the right direction. So I think this is something we have to do multiple times throughout our life. So taking that time to be still and reevaluate yourself, that's going to be step number one. Now, how do we do this? A good action step you can take is to write down, just start writing about yourself, start writing about the person you want to be, start writing about the person you are, your recent mistakes, what you're going through on a day-to-day basis. Start journaling and start writing this stuff down. Doing this will allow you to easily evaluate where you've been going wrong and the things that you can change moving forward. It's also important to be honest with yourself when you're doing this reevaluation of yourself. A lot of people, they aren't honest with themselves, and that's why they're headed in the wrong direction most of the time. They are dishonest about what they need to do. They're dishonest about how much progress they've actually made. A lot of people, they feel like they're at the top. They feel like they already made it when they really just getting started. And the best thing about being close to the bottom, all the beauty is at the bottom. All of the power is at the bottom because you can only go up. You can only go forward from there, right? And that's where also being at the bottom is where you can make the most changes. The second thing you're going to have to do if you feel like nothing is going your way in life is stop focusing on the money, right? And this is going to be a weird one for most people to do because you feel like, oh, I need money. I got to keep making money. If I don't make money, my bills ain't going to get paid. This ain't going to happen. I'm not saying to stop doing what you're doing to get money, but just stop focusing on the money aspect. Rather, focus on the skills, focus on the things that you need to develop to increase your income. If you start focusing on getting better at whatever you're trying to do or focusing on just developing a new skill, and sometimes you got to think back and find out stuff that you was interested in as a kid that you put to the side because you were so focused on society and what society wants you to do and, oh, money, 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 and oh, I gotta get a job, I gotta go to college, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. And sometimes you gotta stop, you gotta think of the skills that you wanna develop and then focus on those skills. Stop focusing on money so much. You focus on becoming a skillful person in whatever field, whatever aspect you wanna be skilled in, and you're gonna become a money magnet. The next thing you're gonna need to do if you feel like nothing is going your way in life is to change your environment, man. A lot of us, like I made a whole video on changing your environment, so I won't go too deep on it, but just know your current environment, it's holding energies, it has certain triggers around it, and sometimes you gotta step out of that. Sometimes even just going on a walk down the street or taking a different route to work, just so you can see some other things. Stop going to the same old places and being in those same old spots that you do every weekend, or just getting yourself out. It doesn't have to be like super far away. I will say the further away probably the better, right? But it doesn't have to be super far, but it can be literally just going to another town nearby or just a different part of town you never even been in, or just going to see somebody that you don't really see much. If you got that grandma, that relative that you don't really get to see much, step out of your current environment and go see that person. Just go get some new energy, and it can give you insight on what you need to do moving forward. The last thing you need to do if nothing is going your way in life is you got to meet some new people, man. You have to get yourself out of your current circle and into some new circles. If you got a bunch of friends that are doing nothing and they also feel like nothing is going their way in life, then all y'all being together is not going to be helpful. Sometimes you got to join that club or join this recreational sport or Put yourself in those other environments that I was talking about, and just talk to people, meet some new people, talk to some people that you would never have talked to before. This would give you new ideas, new perspectives, just make you just feel better about the direction that you're headed in life if you just start to put yourself around better people, people who are more successful. You don't want to be the smartest person you know. You don't want to be the most successful person you know, because then it's going to be hard for you to grow. Me and my brother, we be playing basketball a lot. We be playing one on one, and I told him the other day, yo, I was joking about it, but it's kind of serious. If he only plays against me and he's better than me, then he's not really gonna get much better, right? But when we play 3-on-3 and 5-on-5 games, that's where he can get better, because if he's better than me, then I'm the only one getting better if me and him are playing together all the time. So it benefits him more to go and play with other people that are skilled. You know, I can still be out there because I ain't just no scrub, but you know, having those better people around, having the more skilled people around, that's going to raise his level of play. So that's 4 quick things that you can do or you can take action on today if you feel nothing is going your way in life. Like I said, reevaluate yourself, take time, be still, just see what mistakes you've been making and see what things that you can change about yourself. Stop focusing on that money and focus more on developing the skill that's going to bring the money. You can keep your income coming in, but just don't spend so much time being like a worrying person. Worrying does nothing but just make the problem bigger and bring more energy to it. And also change your environment, man. Step out of your norm and get in something new so you can get those new perspectives and new ideas. And meet new people. Meet people that are gonna raise your standards of what you need to do in life. That's those 4 things right there. That's just the beginning. Those are your first stepping stones to your new life, to going from feeling like nothing's going my way to everything's going my way. As always, love y'all. I'm out.